Yeah, for you guys. I don't know why it's so weird.
How long to push
Weirdly orientated.
order.
Oh, we're skipping that 'cause that was weird. Oh, chat, why is my shit like that? Hold on. Oh, that's why. That's why. I'm like, why does it look so weird? There we go. Now we're locked in. Tegan, how you doing? Z, how you doing? Tristan, how you doing? Eve, you already know. Yeah, this guy talking to us, his name is now Jimmy Johnson. What the hell are we doing here? We're in an office vibing, okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is this guy telling me what to do right now? Who does this guy think he's doing? What is he doing?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay, that computer just shut off. Where are they? Where'd everybody go?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay, this Jimmy Johnson's gonna tick me off here. Alright, every computer just turns off. Oh, wait. Nothing. Can't go through there. 420! 42069. Alright, here we go. Hold on, chat. I gotta do... Oh, fuck. God damn. I gotta do one more thing. Something else was messing up on my Twitch. Alright, we're good. We're locked in. Okay, can't go into any of these rooms. Where is everybody? Hello?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Hold up. They're telling me... He just told me to go to the door on my left. Chad, should we go to the door on the right? Who's this dude telling me what to do right now? Who does he think he is? Chad, I feel like we should go to the door on the right. Thought what he's saying.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
That's fine.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Chad, I feel like we should do everything he says but the opposite.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
It's a nice room. Can I get a soda pop? Yo, give me some pop, dude.
Yes, really worth it being here in the room.
Yeah, it was.
A room so
I want soda.
utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
When I find this dude, he's getting backhanded.
At this point, Stanley's but at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room.
Yeah, exactly, buddy.
First open door on his left to get back to business.
No, I'm not taking the first door to my left. You see that? No. We're going over here. What's in here?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Excuse me? Who does this Jimmy think he is? Chad, we're going this way. I like the... What the... Whoa, okay. What's going on here? Where the hell are we? Zen, I appreciate that follow, brother. I appreciate that follow. Oh, Cody, we got a bot on the Twitch. We got a bot on the Twitch.
We've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy. Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her? Who the hell is her? Princess, how you doing? How you doing?
This is it, Stanley.
Cody, you can ban him.
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who's waiting? Why ain't he telling me? Okay, now I'm getting a little weird. I'm feeling a little weird about this. Why isn't he telling me who this is? And there's a pitch black door right there. Facts, Eve. He's no longer Jimmy Johnson. He's no longer Jimmy Johnson. He's a Reginald. He's a Reginald Roger.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you
What is going on?
Your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Chat, what is going on? I'm getting flashbanged right now. Where the fuck are we now?
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. Oh.
Now, Zayvon, how you doing?
Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha.
Who does this man think he is, dude?
Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on.
I don't like this guy. I don't like this guy. I really don't like this dude. Just Dylan, how you doing?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning, employee 427. Press 5 on your keyboard. What if I don't press 5? We're gonna sit here. Let's see what he says. We ain't pressing 5. Yo, Jason, how you doing? Eve, facts. He don't even know my name. It's not the same. How you doing? How you doing? Well, we're gonna sit here for a second. Let's see if he says anything. Jason, locked in, dude. You missed the first game, dude. The first game, I questioned it. Bobby Jimmy. I like it, Eve. Bobby Jimmy.
Stanley is
Real, how you doing, Dylan? How you doing?
He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Press 8.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work.
What is
One
this
might even
man
feel sorry for
saying?
him, except that he's chosen this life.
This guy's crazy, bro. Okay, I don't like them telling me what I got to do. I don't like it. I don't like it, dude. I don't like it. I do not like it.
But in his mind, in his mind,
Totally,
he can
Jace,
go
we're
on
playing the
fantastic
Stanley Parable.
adventures.
Duck with a bat, you
Behind
already
his
know.
desk,
Brock, how
Stanley
you doing?
dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one
Alania,
day
how you
while at
doing?
work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
This dude talks too much, bro. Yeah, there's a Firewatch reference? Oh, hell yeah, Jason. We're going to play that game soon, too. Ryan, how you doing?
So
That's the next we're going to be playing. I know, Eve. This is
Imagine that he
insane.
had 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Bro, this is unbelievable.
As he wandered through this world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path
Made a
led
boopy on the
a
floor.
room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby.
Jason, right,
He
though.
called it the Stanley
Yo, I appreciate that
Parable.
follow. Never going 100%. You already know. Dude, we need
It
to...
was
This
such
man
a
needs to stop
wonderful
talking, bro.
fantasy, and so in his head, he relived it again.
In
and
fact.
Again and again.
Made a
over
mess on
and
the floor,
over,
dude.
Wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer.
What the...
How could there possibly be?
What is going on
In
here?
reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons.
Is he? How you
always
doing?
has. Nothing has changed.
Cody,
The
right,
longer
though.
he
He's looping
spends
back
here,
and forth.
The more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay, I'm not pushing it. We're not pushing it, dude. I don't care. We're not doing it. He can wait. I don't care. We ain't pushing it, guys. We're not. Nope. I'm not listening to him. We're not listening. There's no chance I'm listening to this, Johnson. There's no way. We're not listening. Not a chance. Kid Play, how you doing? We're not touching it. We're not touching it. I know, Cody. He said do not. Oh, Cody, you're right. We're listening to him. I'm smoked out. He got me, dude.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way
Kid
that
Play,
he'll
I appreciate that
understand
follow.
that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Question.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
Yo,
Perhaps
Big, how you doing, brother? How you doing?
you'll see.
Wang, how you doing?
Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please
Stanley
die.
pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Whoa, what just happened? What just happened? Did we just die? Why are we back here? Why are we back here?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go
Yeah,
to the meeting.
yeah. We are okay. We're
Perhaps
going to the
he'd
meeting
send
room this
us a
time.
memo.
We're going to the meeting room this time. We're listening.
When
Eve,
Stanley
facts.
came to a set of
Yeah, but you want to go to the
open
left doors. Don't tell me
he
what to
entered
do.
the door on
I already
his
know.
left.
He is Eve. He's messing with us.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, this is weird. This is really weird.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, we're going upstairs. Executive bathroom. I gotta take a boopy. Steezy, how you doing? Okay. Boss's office, here we are.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
BK, how you doing? Cake Pop, appreciate the follow.
Unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Yo, but I can.
By simply pushing random buttons on the keypad.
No, those weren't random, buddy. I heard that.
The correct code.
I heard
by
that.
Sheer luck.
Buddy.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Damien, how you doing? Alright, here we are. Cody, the door did close. The door did close. I repeat, it did close, dude. We gotta go down. Okay. Oh, what's going on here? Here we go.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now?
Ava, how you doing?
And for years, it had never occurred to him. This question would not go unanswered for long.
What is going on now, dude?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door.
Mind
that read
control facility.
Mind control facility.
Jason, that's a good idea. What if we did get him a Switch? What if we gave Stanley a Switch? Zenny, welcome back, brother.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Where the hell are we? What are we doing here? We gotta click this?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore
Holy
the number
shit.
of an employee in the building.
Holy
The lives of so
Johnson.
many
Eve, I think we
individuals
are.
reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Yo, are we being watched, dude? This is what the NSA looks like, bro? What the fuck? Employee fired. Who was that?
This
Here, what's going on, dude?
mind-control facility
Jason, I got another horror game after this.
It couldn't be true. Had Stanley
got this,
been
and then
under
another horror
someone's
game.
Control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Facts, Eve. Facts, dude.
No, he refused to believe it. He
Odie, how you
couldn't
doing?
accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working.
Wait a second.
All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Are we being mind
And
controlled
as
right
the
now?
cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls
Up, how you
once
doing?
and for all.
Oh, shit, dude. Where do I do that? Facility power. We gotta shut off the power. Electric, we're playing the Stanley Parable. Jason, I don't know, dude. I think we're under control, dude.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Chad, do we turn it on or off? Chad, should we turn it on or off? Big forehead. I know a lot. Gotta, how you doing? On or off, Chad? What we doing here? Jose, how you doing? Oh, you're doing. We want on. We got one on and one off. Two offs. We got two offs. We're doing off. Eve, facts. Oh no, God. Why'd you go? Wait, no, 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 no. God, why'd you say that?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
What is going
Unshackled
on?
himself from someone else's command.
Jay, how you doing?
Freedom was mere
I'm sorry, God. I'm
moments
sorry,
away.
dude.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected
Freedom!
on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber,
Facts, Cody. I don't know if that was the best idea,
none
dude.
of this mattered.
Minnie, how you doing? Appreciate the
For
follow.
it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had
Chad,
not been
this
to
is-
understand, but to let
Freedom! Let me
No
out!
longer would anyone tell him where to go,
Let me out,
what
dude.
to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives,
It's beautiful.
it will be his.
I'm free.
That was all he needed.
We out this motherfucker.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped
Facts,
through the
Eve.
open door.
Facts. Freedom. Where the hell are we?
Stanley felt the cool breeze
This is
upon
beautiful.
his skin. The
Let's take it
feeling
in,
of
breathe it in.
liberation, The immense possibility of the new path before
This
him.
is beautiful. Something's. I
This
feel like
was
something's gonna happen
exactly
here.
the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Oh, Zenny, don't tell me that, dude. Don't tell me we didn't actually make it. Beat the game. That was fucking easy. Shaffer, how you doing? Facts, Eve. Where are we now? Chad, we didn't finish the game. Robert, how you doing? Chad, we're in a different area.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm confused now. This wasn't the same as last time, dude.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, we're gonna go back to the left. Facts, Eve. You should be calling us Bobby Jimmy Johnson.
Yet there was not a single person here.
Okay, we
either.
know to go through here.
Feeling a wave
I don't
of
want to hear you
disbelief,
talk, buddy. I already know.
Stanley
Get out of here.
decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
A broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Nah, I'm gonna sit here for a second, dude. What if I just mop over here or something? You know what I mean?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Okay.
Coming to a staircase,
Now, Chow, we went up
Stanley
last time.
walked
Should we go down?
upstairs to his boss's office.
We're gonna go down. We're gonna go down. We're gonna go down. What's down here?
But
Oh,
Stanley
no.
just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his
Yo,
place
somebody
during
spilled some
work
coffee down
hours.
here.
He might be fired for that.
Whose
And in
coffee
such
is this right
competitive
here?
Economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any
Mel, how you
logical
doing?
sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
I'm starting
Were
to
they
trip
simply
out.
repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm
Oh, no.
dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief
What
Stanley
the
felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my
Yo, this is
boring
just
real
going in
life
a
job
loop.
pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Yeah,
So,
Zenny,
he imagined
Cody did.
himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
It was a bot.
Then he imagined himself
Hey, we're flowing!
through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How
What
was
is
he
going
remaining
on?
so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams,
Pika, how you doing?
the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
What is going
Now,
on,
hearing the
chat?
voice
I'm
speak these
tweaking.
words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, He knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
Oh, hell yeah, Zenny.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back.
What is going on?
The fresh air of a world outside this one.
Bro, I'm so confused.
Let me wake up.
I'm too confused right now.
Himself.
God, what's
I'm
the
through
pull?
with this dream. I wish it to be over.
Oh, hell yeah, dude, I like it.
My job. Let me continue pushing.
Put me in a room.
Please. It's all I want. I
Dude.
want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
What is going
All I
on,
want is my
chat?
life exactly the way it's always been.
Josh, I appreciate that follow.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Chat, I'm so confused.
I am okay.
Chat, I'm so confused right now. We're back here. Okay. Now what
Stanley
happened?
began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must
What
be
is going
real. I
on?
must be Canadian.
Bob, what's going on?
Who am I? Voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
What the fuck? What is going on here?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What is going on?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered
Okay,
her
chat.
belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she
Our
considered
name's
the
fucking
strange man.
Bobby Jimmy Johnson,
He was
bro.
obviously
Bob, we're
crazy.
playing Stanley
This
Parable.
much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane.
He's calling me crazy, bruh.
My mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career.
Oh, I remember
and
you,
by
Bob. How you
extension,
doing, brother?
The rest of her life. She had no time for this.
Eve, I'm so
So
confused.
it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Chat, I'm confused right now. I'm gonna be real with you. We're back here again? Chat, should we go back to the mind control and click on? Let's see what happens when we click on.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit.
Eve, right.
Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door.
I want to click on real quick. I want to test it. I'm interested.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave
MGX,
of
how you doing?
disbelief, Stanley decided
Bob, I
to
remember
go
that.
up
That
to
shit was
his
crazy.
boss's office, hoping he
Oh, Brian, we're playing
staircase.
this game's
Stanley
weird.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
This game's fucking hella weird.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered
Oh, I
aloud
got it wrong.
to nobody. He began wildly
What is this
tearing
gonna
through
be?
papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk.
What's on this
What could
keypad?
its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret. that
We
lay
listen to
buried
this guy or
below
don't
his
listen to
feet.
this guy, Bob. You know
And
what
so
I'm
the
saying?
boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Oh, I knew.
Yet incredibly, by
Pretty, how you
simply
doing?
pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped
saw an
into the
animation on
newly
this game,
opened
guys, for instance?
passageway.
We're clicking my control on this time. We're seeing what happens. We're seeing what happens. And then we're gonna switch to another horror game. We'll be locked in. Emmanuel, how you doing? I swear to God, if I turn this on and it just brings me back to the office, I'm gonna tweak. We're gonna crash out.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Open it up.
What horrible
Open it up.
did this place hold?
Open the Jimmy up. Hater, how you doing?
Did he have the strength?
Open it up.
To find out.
Oh hell yeah, Jason. Locked in, dude.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Goddamn.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers.
Yeah, Eve, I think so. I think he might be Jimmy Johnson. Dude's name might be Jimmy Johnson.
And Stanley, one of them, eternally.
Yeah, Cody, that was messed up, dude. I died in the street, dude. That was a bad ending. Ophi, welcome back, brother. How you doing, man? How you doing, dude?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That
Arabella, how you doing?
Had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Hell yeah, Ophi. Good to hear it. Good to hear it.
No.
We're turning this Johnson on.
To believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
All right, we're turning it on. I don't care.
Emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to
Right,
sink
Eve.
in,
Who would be happy
Stanley
working like that,
decided
dude?
this
Nobody.
machinery would never again exert its
God, we're trying
terrible
on this time.
power
Ophi, I don't know,
over
dude.
human-
Patience is key for that, you know what I mean?
Didn't just
Jason, we
activate
gotta
the
figure that
controls,
out.
Did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort.
What is going
I
on?
really do. But you need to understand.
What is
there's
going
only
on?
so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track,
Nope, we're going
you're
back
gonna have
then.
to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and
There's gotta be more power to turn on or something.
Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set.
Oh, there's gotta be a code.
Eliminating the entire complex.
There's gotta be a code.
Until detonation, then.
OS man, welcome back, brother.
2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's
Oh,
desire.
shit.
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
Oh,
Mere
shit.
moments
Okay,
until
the computer must show which
goes
one I gotta
on.
do.
But what
Number
precious
5's first.
moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me.
Oh, God.
What all this means, I barely know where.
I don't know what
to
I'm supposed to be
start.
doing here. I'm panicking.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
It's saying 5. I just pushed in 5.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what.
I got a minute 18.
I erased them.
Oh, this
Turned
ain't
off
good,
the
Chad. This
machine
ain't good,
that
Chad.
set
This
you
ain't good.
free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of
Okay,
the
we got
story.
5.
Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
1.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground.
Oh, no.
Swallowing
I got 50
everyone
seconds.
inside, or I let it burn to a
That didn't work either. I'm so confused.
As though this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich.
Why can't I click
I
it?
just hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much.
I'm so confused.
To hell with it.
We're gonna
I'm
blow
going
up.
to put some extra
We're gonna blow
time
up.
on the clock.
We're gonna blow up.
These are precious additions.
We're gonna blow up.
Time vine doesn't grow on trees.
Oh no.
Oh, dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons. No,
I don't know.
these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
How do I get out of here?
Do you think that, Stanley? That this video
Facts,
game
Eve. How would you? Why? Why would you even want to work here?
solved?
Why would you even want to work here?
Any idea
Monkey, I
what
appreciate
your
that follow.
purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment.
I'm so confused.
Here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing.
I'm gonna blow up.
Watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
This
is
dude's
not a
mean, bruh.
challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm
Monkey,
going
it
to
is.
destroy it first, so you can't.
No.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have
No!
to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom.
Oh, we're gonna die. We're gonna die.
Just you being blown.
We're gonna die in this, Johnson.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life?
We're going down.
Go peacefully.
We're going down.
Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same.
Yo, Mama, I appreciate that, brother.
The joke. And believe me, I will be laughing
Appreciate you,
every
brother.
second of your inevitable life from the moment we finish.
We're gonna die.
The moment I say.
We gonna die. Same here, Eve. The second best. The second one was the best, for sure. Too late, God. I died. Alright, we're fucking done in this,
Stanley
Johnson.
decided to go to the meeting room to check on his coworker.
Yeah, Jason, we went down with the ship there, dude.
By himself, and
100%.
support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude was
We're back again.
to him.
Alright, Chad, you want me to try another ending, or should we go to another horror game? Up to you guys.
Stanley
Totally up
came
to you
a
guys.
set of two open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Yeah, Monkey, I've never played this before. I've never even seen people play this, to be real.
Yet
Eve, I
there
think
was
he
not
did.
a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
New game, Jason? New game?
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
10-4. Scary game coming in.